Hi friend, and welcome to day 23 of my YouTube challenge. I have started this challenge where I push myself for 30 days to film myself and publish every single day. I'm Rasmus and welcome to the channel. I talk about different topics. I don't know in the future how this YouTube channel will evolve. I just know I want to help people, and I'm interested in self-development and growing as a person and things like that. So forward thinking and growing, experience life, getting better quality of life. So I talk about different topics around those areas. And today I have something special. I want to talk about an experience I had. So yesterday I realized that I've been in Norway for 14 years, and that's been a journey. That's the least I can say. It's a life transformation journey from the person I was when I arrived here to the person I am today. And it's been a fun, adventurous, hard, emotional journey. So time goes by so fast. It's crazy to think that it was 14 years ago I lived in Stockholm. I'm a Swedish guy who moved to Norway, where my background is my life just fell apart in Stockholm and I had nowhere to go, and the door opened and the idea of going to Norway to build up my life from scratch. So when I came here, I was like a street kid. I was living on the street. I was living in a tent with a friend and didn't have a job, didn't know anyone, and I was totally out of my comfort zone. But I felt like it was an adventure, and I had so many issues that I felt like I left behind in Sweden. So it was, for me, it was a good, in the start it was just a good experience of feeling free and getting to start this adventure. And I realized then when things turned my way and I got job and I got food and I got a little bit more comfortable, it was so hard. I was living in a tent for 3 months, and after 3 months I moved into a trailer. And the most of people would think, wow, that's an upgrade and now it becomes better. But that wasn't for me, because when I was living in a tent, I was just thinking about survival. I was just focusing on getting a job and surviving this and get a home. That was the plan, and that was all. I'm gonna succeed, and I was so goal oriented. But when I got into the trailer, I got this luxury of sleeping a whole night because I was freezing in the tent. And when I start to have this a little bit more comfortable lifestyle, or let's say when I got to sleep and I had time to think, I realized that my life was a mess. And I realized very quickly that Norway wasn't by itself its solution. It was just not to leave Sweden that was my solution for all my problems. So I realized that problems was inside me. I realized that things didn't go away. I was struggling with a lot of things in life, and there was um, so much that was just, I would say, emotional. It was so ups and downs. It was just, I was just that unstable person, and for me, it's just to see where I am today. I'm a married man. I have this beautiful home and a beautiful YouTube channel now. And it's just crazy. So I met amazing friends. I got new friends here in Norway, and who just introduced me to actually growing in life. My whole life I've just been an emotional guy, been mostly taking care of myself. When I was growing up, I lived with my mom, but I was mostly by myself, and I just done whatever I wanted to when I wanted to, and that's a recipe for a emotional and unstable life. just follow my emotions. And I was introduced to people who became like parents for me. And this is where I really started to get the interest of growing in life, to become more of myself, more living by principles instead of emotionals, living proactive instead of reactive. And it's just crazy. I know I have most of my friends from when I moved 14 years ago, they are around me now, and they can witness that I'm a totally different person today from where I was 14 years ago. So it's just so cool to see. And still it was such a long time in this time where it went slow. My growth as a person and growth in life, it just went slow. It was emotional. It took a long time to get more mature and realize that I was adult, grown up man who needs to take care of myself. And it was different processes, from people who were walking hand in hand with me close by and just helping me, taking care of me, or just guiding me in life, just helping me with my different issues. I had issues with financials. I never learned how to handle money, and I didn't. I was so scared of the dentist, and I got friends who were like holding my hands and were ready to go with me to the dentist together, to face my fears, because that was also a principle, to not let fear take over and not be ruled by fear. So I think that's some of the I would say the seeds of what this channel is all about, and the idea of starting this, because I wanted to start a YouTube channel for maybe 8-10 years, and yeah, and I just know I want to help people. I struggle with a lot of things in life. I struggle like with most things in life, with mental health, with emotions, with this just hard relationships, broken family relationships. So I would love to have a channel where I can inspire, help, and go together with my subscribers, with the people who are watching my videos. So so this is just one of the most like transformation experience I had in my life. It was a journey to go from a tent to a trailer to a very bad apartment to better apartment, and now I'm living with my wife in central Oslo, and we're actually moving out of Oslo in the near future, and that's exciting. And we're in the process of gonna buy our first apartment. And just that's for me, it's just crazy. 14 years ago, if you would say that I'm in the future gonna buy apartment here in Scandinavia, I couldn't think about it. I was growing up with just not having money and renting, and it's just crazy to imagine myself being able to buy an apartment, buy my own home. So I'm so looking forward to it, and I'm also looking forward to develop my skills in media, as I'm doing now. This is mostly just for me now to get used to this, but I'm looking forward to dig deeper in the editing and storytelling and everything of this YouTube videos that I'm gonna make. So yeah, it's nostalgic when I got this update on my phone that 14 years ago on Facebook wrote that I slept my first night here in Oslo, and I remember it like it was yesterday, and it's just crazy. I remember I was sitting every evening and dreaming about succeeding in life, that I will get out of the trailer, dreaming that will it will turn for me in the future. And I was so lonely. I was depressed. I was with a friend, but I never felt so lonely. and I just walk the streets and just hoping someone would see me, and uh, and I'm hoping to be that person for people around now. Nah, now when I'm in a position when I'm able to help other people, and so that's so crazy to go from there to this YouTube video where I'm sitting here in my living room. In it's half, it's 5 to oh, what is it? It's I'm so bad with the English when it comes to clock, so it's around 12:30 in the night. So yeah, it's getting pretty late. But hey, I'm pushing. I want to publish. I want to publish every single day, and I'm doing my best for it. So yeah, I think that was everything for my rant. I just wanted to share about the experience, and if you ever watch this and or have questions and want to reach out, just don't think twice. Just comment, message me. It would be so nice to hear from you. If you like the video, you can like, and if you want to see more, you're free to subscribe. And hopefully I see you tomorrow in the next video. So thank you for listening and see you. Bye.